Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Ryan.T here, and I'm with the man, the co-host with the most, the mayor of Puerto Rico, Mr.
Sid Retro in the building. What's going on, guys? We back, man. What's going on?
Back. 2024, first episode. Let's go. We in the future now, motherfuckers. Man, and speaking of the future, dude, I just saw that little Blockbuster video on the foot of on your cool carpet there with your friends hanging out in the background.
Oh yeah.
It just got me thinking, dude. Speaking like of old businesses, man. Did you hear what Best Buy did today?
Yeah, man, that's fucking.
Oh my god, dude! Pour one out for the real homies, for real. Physical media is taking another foot into the grave, sadly. That's a big hit. That's a big hit. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, Best Buy has announced that they are no longer selling any form of physical media. That means CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, anything like that. The only physical media I think that they will have is video games, and that's until Nintendo stops making fucking cartridges, and then they have no reason to even sell video games at all. So yeah, it's a sad day for film lovers, physical media collectors, and just now I know how people felt when the VHS went like extinct, man. I remember that small gap when I remember the commercials started to change. They were like, buy it on VHS and then DVD, and then all of a sudden it was like, just buy it on DVD. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, what? It's over now.
It's like the HD, the clarity. Just buy it on DVD. The VHS could never.
Because we don't even have enough film to make an HD fucking VHS. You have to feel like a cassette tape the size of your fucking car to get one like that.
But that was like the transition to widescreen movies too.
Yeah, instead of full screen. And then people didn't understand that the widescreen is way better. You're seeing more movie. You're seeing more movie. Like you know what I mean? Like right now, how we have this recorded, it's widescreen like that. If we had it like in a box, it would be like us like squished in together like that.
It wouldn't even hit the same. It definitely would.
Yeah. It's crazy how a whole generation of people don't know anything about 9:16 frame movies. You know what I mean? Like the whole screen, their faces look kind of stretched out a little bit because they fucking like made it fit into the. Oh god.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. I used to get mad when they would like, all we have is like the full screen copy available. I'd be like, fucking bitch! Like I gotta watch the full
face is gonna look all stretched out and shit.
Oh god, yeah, that was terrible, man. Those full screen copies, full screen DVDs, full screen Blu-rays. That was just for those stubborn folks out there that wanted to.
I don't want the black bars on the bottom and the top of the screen. He goes, I'm getting less movie.
It's distracting me. Okay, I don't want the black bars on.
And now when you watch a movie, like you don't even notice that anymore, right? Like I don't ever like I just focused on like the picture part, and then like I don't even like it takes up the whole screen. Like my brain fills in like the rest. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so fucking weird. But yeah, man, it's even weirder that you can no longer walk into a Best Buy and just like get a random movie.
Yeah, Best Buy, Walmart's
Target, going the same way,
right?
Target's,
you know what I'm saying? Like everywhere, it's like
go to your local Target or Walmart and go see how small that Blu-ray and DVD section is now.
Yeah, and buy one.
Think back,
go buy one though.
And go buy one before you can't buy one anymore. Before the man takes it away from you.
Like this is like your guy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you have a favorite movie, you need to buy it right now. If you want to physically own your favorite movie, not like all your favorite movies, but
obviously,
you know, like your mom's favorite movie, if you want to get her something, go ahead and get that Wizard of Oz 4K remastered.
Because guess what, player? You're gonna have to buy that on eBay because they ain't gonna have it in the store no more. You're gonna have to buy it from some dude who just has like 1,000 Wizard of Oz copies in his basement.
And they're gonna stream it, you know saying they'll stream it on Netflix or whatever, but you're not gonna get all that extra shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get all that extra shit. That 5 hours, 6 hours of fucking footage. So.
And then it could be edited too, like people don't realize that like once like Netflix and stuff have these movies, I mean they can take out stuff that they feel like, oh, people don't need to see that, or like, you know what I mean, or like, oh, that's controversial, we're gonna take out that part, you know what I mean, and
exactly.
It's like it could,
soundtracks. So they don't have the rights anymore to this now. So now
it's just dead silence in that part of the movie. Yeah, it's just like there's no music at all.
They just put on like a totally different song that has nothing to do with it. You're just like, why is this song in here? Like they totally
you just get some stock YouTube music. You just hear like bum 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 in the middle of like a fucking kill scene or some shit.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, it's going down outside. Holy shit.
Oh, what happened there? Fucking shooting off fireworks or what?
No, it's like people are like driving by, like blasting music and have like Christmas decorations and stuff, like a little like Christmas caravan type deal.
Nice.
Yeah, it is going down.
But yeah, man, that's a sad day, man, for physical media.
It is, man. Fuck, bro.
But speaking of sad days for media, hear about this fucking Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie fucking public domain bullshit?
Oh my god. Yeah, sounds pretty insane, man. I mean, I did not think that Disney was gonna let that copyright go and all of that other stuff, but I guess they figured it out, man. They got it all figured out. So
here's the way this weird gray area for Mickey Mouse works. Apparently, Mickey Mouse, or rather Steamboat Willie, Mickey's first iteration, is now public domain. So that means that black and white Mickey Mouse or whatever, but you can still use the name Mickey Mouse because in that original cartoon, they call him Mickey Mouse Steamboat like Willie. Like that's the whole thing. And so like, yeah, so people can use that likeness as long as the Mickey Mouse doesn't look like the Mickey Mouse that we have now, like the red pants, the gloves. It has to be the black and white one. He has to be the black and white Mickey Mouse. And so while that came out of public domain, every motherfucker from here to Nantucket is now making a fucking Mickey Mouse like project. There's like Mickey Mouse horror video games being made, Mickey Mouse horror movies being made, Mickey Mouse other cartoons with him being made. There's like all this fucking shit getting made. But the thing that's
people were waiting for that. They were waiting for that patent.
Motherfuckers were waiting for that shit. I can tell they're waiting for that shit because they already have a fucking movie trailer for a horror Mickey Mouse movie. They done already made the fucking movie. The fucking ink on the fucking public domain contract hasn't even fucking dried yet, and they're like, "Oh, here you go. Here's Killer Mickey Mouse." Yeah, they're just like sitting there waiting.
Like, public domain 2024. We're gonna be ready, bitch. This movie got to be done, edited, done. Let's go. That's funny.
They got the new Mickey Mouse movie coming out. It's called Mickey's Mousetrap. It's a horror movie in the same vein as the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie. And it's gonna feature Steamboat Willie apparently, but it doesn't have any release date as of yet, but it does have a movie trailer. And we're gonna check that bad boy out right now.
Let's do it, man. Mickey's Mousetrap. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna kill some bitches. Yeah, I want a Donald Duck like horror movie. Like I want Donald Duck's like fucking slow ass to be killing people. I want him to be like stabbing people.
That'll be more scary, bro.
or like Goofy like decapitating somebody and then going gosh.
Yeah. And his dog, Pluto and Goofy. Oh my god.
Yeah, Pluto eats like people. Pluto eats people and like Goofy has him like on a leash, but it's just like a guy in like a dog suit on a leash because like Goofy's like into that creepy shit. He's like, fuck, motherfucker.
Pluto's fucking Cujo and shit. Yeah. Oh, God.
He's the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
Yo. All right, let's go. You ready, Mickey's Mousetrap?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Mickey's Mousetrap. Right. Oh boy. Let's press play. All right. Boom. Where are we at? We're at the
They shot this on an iPhone.
Yeah. They shot this on the Android. They didn't shoot this on an iPhone. This is on Android.
I've seen some rejections in my time.
The Motorola Razr.
Yeah, they fucking shot it on the Obama phone. What's with this fucking Degrassi soundtrack in the background? Did you notice that?
Steamboat Willie in. Is it supposed to be scary? Because it's really not.
Walt Disney's Mickey. Damn, they got it front and center. It says Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse on there.
They're making it a point like this is Mickey Mouse.
I can't even believe that they're legally letting them get a fucking way with this.
Yeah, he's like completely in love with you already. It's totally disgusting. Put the phone down! Put the phone down, please! I was like, dude, I've already started. No, Gina, turn around, please, Gina!
Jesus, this looks terrible. What the fuck was that? That was Mickey Mouse? Some dude in a hockey jersey with a fucking hat with a mouse?
And he's dead.
Head?
What?
Like if he was in a horror movie, you'd never say, I'll be right back. Because then you don't.
Did they just rip off Scream?
Yeah.
They like word for word ripped off Scream.
The mouse is out.
It looks like they're also ripping off Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, it does. Very much so. What the fuck is this goofy shit?
So this one,
God.
the mouse is out.
Yeah, the mouse needs to go back in.
Yeah, the mouse needs to go back in the hole.
Yeah, for real. This shit was trash.
That looks terrible. That did not make me want to watch that movie like one fucking bit. Like not even a fucking little bit. Not even a fucking little bit.
For real, man. That was really bad, man. I mean, I guess
I'm still gonna watch it though.
How is it that like like the knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's is better than the actual Five Nights at Freddy's and the and the Mickey Mouse like knockoff, like that, like wow, like that's crazy. This is the universe
you have to be really fucking talented to like just be a total ripoff of a movie. Not only is your character not original, you're also ripping off the premise of another movie while actively stealing lines from other movies. You have to be really you have to be really fucking talented to do that and just like fucking fail tremendously. But I mean, I will say
in all categories, there's a whole different levels, all three levels, layers of failure in that shit.
Yeah, that looks terrible. Right. But I will say, I mean, hey, these motherfuckers, I'll give them one thing. They are fucking punctual as fuck. They were on it. They were like, oh, fucking, we done made this movie. We made this movie in 2007. That's why it looks like shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It does look like shit, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it looks like they made it at my local fucking high school. It looks like they had like the fucking art department from my local high school make this movie.
Like, what abandoned mall did they just like break into and shoot this movie with? I don't know.
They were on the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's set. Whenever they would close down, they would go in. He goes, hurry up, we got an hour before they come back.
Like, we just want to get some visuals before you guys wrap it up. You know what I mean? Like, please, we're young independent filmmakers.
But yeah, man, if that wasn't enough, there's another Mickey Mouse horror movie coming out. It's of course going to be on Steamboat Willie as well, and it's going to feature Mickey Mouse killing people on a ferry, like a Disney cruise, and he's going to be killing people.
Steamboat Willie. That's a better concept. That's a better.
Yeah, then ripping off fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. Him being in a At least if you're gonna rip off the Steamboat Willie thing, put his ass on a steamboat. Why not? You know what I mean? Make it that he's killing people on a boat. Why not? Why not? And I also feel like, okay, if you have the public domain license to do whatever you want with Mickey Mouse, why not go fucking bonkers? Why not make him an actual fucking like humanoid rat person that's going around like fucking eating people and shit? And like, you know what I mean? Like, why not do that?
There's a whole bunch of different things that you can do with that. You know what I mean? With Mickey Mouse, like the world that he lives in and stuff like that. Like, what the hell? He got like animal people, animals. Like, there's all kinds of different things that you can do with the Mickey universe. But you know what I mean? Hey, they failed. It was a Five Nights at Freddy fail.
Yeah, I mean, and I just hate that. I just hate that it's always like horror movies. They're like, we'll just make a shitty horror movie about it. And you're like, no, make a good one. Like, make a good one. What the fuck?
Did you see that movie, that horror movie about Disney World or whatever? They went to Disney World and They shot it all in Disney.
It's like in black and white or something, right?
Yeah.
And it has like the hand right on the picture, and it's like that.
Yeah, that shit was good, man. I love that movie. I got it on Blu-ray. Physical media gang.
Physical media gang. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Mickey Mouse Trap or whatever the fuck it is, looks like a fucking money laundering scheme. I will not be fucking watching that movie, or I probably will. I'm talking shit out of my ass. I'm definitely gonna be. And 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna be like, oh, fucking, what's up, ghouls and gals? Come to the fucking Twitch live stream on the fucking. I got the director in the comments. He's gonna fucking come hang out with us, huh?
Yeah, we should reach out to them. We got to see what's going on with Mickey's Mousetrap.
Yeah, he's like, no, I watched the movie where you said that my fucking movie was fucking trash.
Fuck that. We got to get.
We don't need your fucking rat ass anyway. Fucking ratito over here.
Ratito. Fake ass Chuck E.
Yeah, man,
Cheese.
that looks terrible. And moving on to another movie trailer that we have, our second trailer of the night. It's a movie that I'm hoping is not terrible. We have The First Omen. This movie came out of fucking nowhere, dude. I didn't even know that this movie was even being fucking made. I didn't even know there was even any plans to continue the Omen fucking franchise, but apparently we're getting a prequel. And let me check that release date real quick. And this bad boy is coming out like soon, April 5th soon. So like real soon. So this movie just like popped up on the scene, and they're just like, here's a trailer. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're about to find out.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with this. I love the original Omen movies.
You know what I
mean? Even though most of them are terrible and shitty, but I still like
they had the one with Julia Stiles.
Oh, was that Julia Stiles in there? I haven't.
Yeah, the one with Julia Stiles, and it came out on 6/6/06. And
that was the
the remake one. Yeah, everybody was all like, "What?" They had Julia Stiles and fucking Sabretooth from the X-Men movies, and he was like, "I gotta kill my fucking son," and they were like, "Yeah, kill him. He sucks." Like everybody in the movie was like, "Fuck that kid. He's a fucking asshole." They're like, "I don't like him."
Oh man, I forgot about that one. I completely erased it from my memories, but you're bringing it back now. Now I remember.
Childhood memory unlocked.
6606. I remember that.
Yeah, and everybody was all like,
marketing campaign.
That was a great marketing campaign for a terrible fucking movie. Another movie you should have got that marketing campaign. They should have just made like a normal devil movie. Speaking of that, man, I just want for once for them to make an actual scary demonic movie. Like make this fucking movie satanic as fuck. Like it's a movie about the fucking devil, man. I want to see him like fucking drinking like the blood of a virgin or some shit, like some fucking heavy metal shit like that. You know what I mean? I want to see him like fucking crucifying someone on a fucking pentagram, like crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a movie about the devil. Like we got the Nun movies and stuff, and they're about the devil, but where is that motherfucker? He ain't ever coming out. He ain't, you know what I mean? I guess nothing like that. I don't know.
For real. Yeah, that would be dope to see some freaking crazy fucking devil type shit, especially like if we could see like the devil like tempt Jesus back in the times and shit, right? You know what I mean? Be like, oh yo.
Yeah, man. I feel like
shit. And he's on the cross, he's like, I told you, bro. Like, yo, you should have like, fuck that, I'm the son.
I feel like they could make a fucking dope ass like fucking Lord of the Rings, like fucking epic like Bible like movie. Like have like the fucking like with the angels with like flaming swords fighting fucking demons and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they could make something crazy, but I don't know why they don't. I mean, y'all want people to fucking be into this fucking Catholicism bullshit? Make a cool movie. Make a cool movie. Everybody will be into it after that. You'll be people getting fucking Jesus is my homie tattoos and shit. They're like, you see that Bible movie? It was dope.
Yeah, for real. Like, we're gonna defeat Gabriel.
Yeah, they're like, I want to be Gabriel when I grow up, and then you're gonna have people being like, well, I want to be Moses.
Yeah, I want to be. You're like, oh man, it could be some real cool stuff. You know, like the angels, like based on like what the angels look like in the Bible and stuff. They have like fucking 90 eyes and wings and all. Like they're like horrific looking. So if you we're
not doing that version. We're gonna do the hot version. There's a bunch of hot people.
Like we're cherubs.
Yeah, we're doing that version. Like we'll get a bunch of like big titty angels A lot. They're all naked, big titties out.
BBL angels.
Yeah, we'll get like the
BBL
buff.
angels.
We'll get the buff angels too. You know what I mean? We'll get some of the WWE divas to come out as some of the angels.
Yeah, China.
Dude, Jesus needs a rebrand. Jesus needs a rebrand. He needs to be like cool for the new generation. Like he needs to drop a trap album or something.
Oh man, Jesus is the homie.
Like Jesus on O Block, you know what I mean? He's like, motherfucker, I'm your savior.
What's the dude that he like break dancing for Jesus? Fool?
Yeah, go, Jesus Christ,
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. He started crip walking this shit. Jesus Christ.
I like that every dude that goes to jail like becomes religious and for some reason leaves with like prescription glasses. You know what I mean? Like he wears glasses now and now he believes in God all the time. He's just like, I found the Lord.
He was like, I look smart, huh?
Yeah, he goes, have you ever heard about my homie? Jesus Cristo?
Oh shit, here we go. Wait, let's get back into Satan.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's get back into Satan and those fucking demonic things people call children. Here's the first trailer for the Omen, the first Omen, motherfucker. Boom, I'm ready. Boom.
All right, let's go. I'm ready. Oh, creepy visuals. Whoa. Creepy music, cute. Creepy nuns, cute. Creepy kids, cute.
The song's cool.
Whoa, that looked like he was walking in reverse.
Yeah, that looked kind of.
What's up with this reverse shit?
Oh, that's cool. That's actually very fucking creative. They're playing the whole trailer in reverse. That's cool. I'll give them points for that. They got me interested now. I'll give them points for that. Oh, she had a mouth on the roof of her mouth.
Whoa.
You don't have to be afraid. This child is his way.
Okay.
Whose way, motherfucker?
That was cool. That was a really like cool way to do a trailer. They played the entire trailer backwards.
That is very unique.
That was cool. That like made me kind of want to see the movie just based off of that like little part.
Damn, you can't reverse you can't reverse it, huh? In like the YouTube.
You would have to do it like in an editing program and do it the other way.
And that's crazy that they made you do that. They make you do it like that.
Well, you know, you know how they always say like a record, you play the record backwards and you can hear like the devil and shit. Like that's why they did that. That's cool. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's really dope. I like the fact that they did that. The trailer was pretty good. Not gonna lie. The trailer it was show really anything. Subtle, didn't show much,
but it showed some creepy shit. That face on the roof of her mouth was cool when she was like, they had like that face, like the devil face. I was like, oh, yeah.
Sticks on their mouth in the back.
Yeah. Dude, that's cool. See, that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That was just enough for me to be like, all right, what is this?
Yeah, it didn't show a lot though, so we don't really know how good it's gonna be. You know, hopefully trailer 2 it'll show a little bit, but not too much. But I'm actually excited about this. I'm just not excited about the fact that they decided to call Ms. Omen the first.
Yeah, like the first Omen.
How we're supposed to refer? I guess it's supposed to be like Omen 1985. I guess that's how we
pretty much, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
so I'm assuming that this one takes place obviously before the first one at some point.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a reboot or a prequel
it says that it's a prequel, so I'm assuming that this lady is also just another person that gives birth to like Damien, because there could be
so this is just like one of the women,
that give birth to the devil. Yeah.
That's so weird. Why are we doing this? Like, well, whatever. I mean, set it up however you want to do it. Then set it up however you want to do it. Because hopefully, if they're gonna do the sequel, then it should go off of this, right?
Yeah, the sequel would be the original Omen. Yeah.
Oh wait. So how are we gonna do? So this is just gonna be a thing into the Omen, and that's it. Then we're not gonna be.
I'm assuming it is. But I mean, of course, if this makes a lot of money, they're just like, we'll forget about the old Omen and we'll make our own thing. You know what I mean? We'll do our own thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, man, we'll see. Hopefully, this lives up to the trailer, and hopefully, They got some. They didn't say anything from like the producers of Insidious or
I'm
the
glad.
writers of
Sometimes we don't need that.
anybody.
We don't need from the twisted mind of. Oh my god, I hate when fucking movie trailers do that.
Burton.
Yeah, from the twisted mind of Tim Burton. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, get out of here with that bullshit. Or I always think it's funny that when they're like, for one of the producers that got coffee for the producer of Avatar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like when they mix match them and stuff. They're like from the assistant director of the Matrix and
yeah.
and the visual director of Titanic. You're like, okay, like
the guy from the guy that served catering on the Santa Claus starring
exactly. You're like, what? You're like, remember the one guy from the one thing. You're like, oh yeah.
Dude, speaking of old speaking of old movies and shit, you know what I really miss that they don't do at all anymore is the movie trailer guy. We don't have the movie trailer guy anymore. Like, he goes, in a world where women give birth to the devil comes the first Omen. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have that guy anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. We don't have the narration that goes with the movie
trailer. I kind of miss that.
I kind of do miss that too. I feel like now, like if you do that, you're trying to be smart. You're trying to like build up. So it's like Dune trailer or something where you're like,
yeah, and then it's just the actor talking over it, right? And then it's just like the main actor talking over it. Yeah.
Like, we came from a land of sand.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, all right, here we go with the fucking
sand everywhere, sand in my ass, sand everywhere.
We came from two different lands on the same planets, and
yeah. It's like you're an African American baddie. Oh, sand, spices.
I don't want to be what is it? He's like, I don't want to be like a prince or whatever I'm doing or whatever. Like, I don't want to be like that. Like, my mom told me the truth. Whatever. I don't want to shit on Dune, but I feel like
then he asked he's like, can you braid my hair? She's like, what?
He's like, fine.
He's like, fine. He's like, I just want to do it one time. I just want to look cool.
I'm try it, see.
I just want to try it. We're in the desert. It's hot. If I have a long hair, I have long hair.
He's like, you ever seen Avatar?
Yeah. He goes, did you hear about that movie that the guy that did catering for the Tim Allen Santa Claus movie? I heard it was lit.
He's the sand guy for Dune.
Yeah, he's the guy that brought all the sand here. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like they could do it, but it would have to be like action. You know what I mean? It'd have to be like an action thing. They'd have to set it up the right way.
Yeah. Because now it just sounds silly and funny. Like if you have like Seth Rogen is the Toxic Avenger. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking stupid. You know,
she's a Latina maid from Manhattan.
Yeah, she's not fucking ridiculous, man.
He's an uptight prick from fucking Queens or whatever, right?
My favorite ones were like how they always did it with Rob Schneider. They were like, Rob Schneider is an animal. See him in The Animal, coming to theaters this summer. Yeah, and it was just like him, like, what?
I love the 80s ones and the 90s, the early 90s ones, the comedies, the rom-coms, you know what I'm saying? He's white and he's black, but they get along and somehow the venture ensues. You know what I mean?
They have the typical like elevator stock song. They're like race relations, and then it's like bum 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 bum, like some stupid like stock music.
Well, like like the trailer for Rush Hour. Come on, I'm sure if we watch the trailer,
Chris Tucker,
Jackie Chan, the land. You know what I mean? A detective from China landing.
They're like a Chinese detective. What? What?
Working with a black guy.
How crazy!
Whoa, how fucking zany is this guy? This is not. Can they understand each other?
Yeah. He goes, we can't even understand the Chinese one.
Or the other one for that matter.
Yeah. He goes, watch Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker yell at each other for 90 minutes. Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, I love Rush Hour. I gotta revisit it. I haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
Rush Hour is a good one. I might even
It's
watch that.
racist as fuck, but it is
Yeah.
pretty.
I think at one point Chris Tucker even does the Chinese like squinty eyes when he's like, oh.
Yo, but fuck it. But yo, Jackie Chan says the N-word, bro.
Does Jackie Chan really say the N-word?
You know, he's so cool like that. We give him a pass because Jackie Chan can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved Jackie Chan.
They're just afraid of getting like roundhouse kicked by Jackie Chan.
But yeah, you know, remember that part where Chris Tucker was like, "Oh, we're gonna go into the bar," and he was like, "Just tell him what's up, my nigga." And he was like, "What's up, my nigga?" That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I was like, "Damn, I gotta rewatch that because I'm sure."
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
All the movies from the 80s and 90s when they have that you know, those crazy buddy cop team up movies or whatever, it's always crazy as fuck with the racism and shit, man.
That's funny.
For real.
But yeah, man, speaking of Hollywood, dude, apparently Hollywood does not want to make a Spawn movie. Spawn creator Todd McFarlane has shared an update with the world about the Spawn movie that's supposed to hit theaters next year in 2025. And well, let's just say the update isn't as promising as Spawn fans would like. Here's McFarlane's official statement. He says, 2024 is going to be my make or break year anyways, right? Either I'm going to give Hollywood the best chance to do it, and if not, I've got plenty of outside investors waiting. McFarlane revealed to comicbook.com. So I'm trying to see if we can make the right deal with the norm of the Hollywood structure. If not, there have been plenty of examples, actually a couple of big ones in the last couple of years where people went outside the normal channels and succeeded. And people have done this before with independent movies. You make your movie and you just find a distributor. That one I could do in a heartbeat. It continues. Fingers crossed. I'm going to give as much an effort to those that live within the confines of it. Obviously, Jason Blum is one of the better ones at getting things done. They tell me I get to read the script this month. So the email's going out this week to remind them that they promised me that something's gotta happen. Something's gonna happen. I just know myself. Something's gonna happen because I can't figure it out from the outside. I'll figure it out. I can't figure it out from the inside. I'll figure it out from the outside. I just know myself. But hopefully we can figure out a deal that keeps all the parties that have been involved over the years still involved. He's been trying to make this movie since fucking 1998.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a plea though. Like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Like,
somebody give me money to make this.
Somebody, we gotta do this right now, or else I'm gonna go to Canada. Or else
he's like
Thailand. I gotta go somewhere to go get this shit on. I know I gotta do it. Like, yo, Spawn is dope. Spawn should be done. Spawn should be done here in America, in the United States. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Oh, they rather have third C list, you know, B list team fucking bullshit ass
poor movie, man. This poor movie has just been hit by a lot of like delays and snags. I don't think
it's him. I don't think it's him. I don't think he's been like, oh, like such an asshole. Like, oh, I want like $3 million for the licensing. I don't think it's Todd. I think Todd's been like more than willing to break bread.
I think the problem is that he wants to direct the movie. And he's not a director. He's a comic book artist. and I think that's the big problem that they've been having. They're like, no, man, you're not a director. You're too close to Spawn. We need somebody that's going to come in and make like Spawn good for everybody. And he's like, no, I'm going to direct it. It's my character. And then people are like,
whoever's doing John Wick, they could do Spawn.
John Wick, a guy like someone like John Wick should do Spawn. He should be Spawn, the character should be kind of like a John Wick-ish character. Like he's a military man. He's good with all this stuff, but he also should be someone that's like mysterious and shit like that. And Todd McFarlane, I think another problem with him is that he really wants to make this story of which Spawn is like a ghost. He wants to make a horror movie version of Spawn. And I think a lot of studios are kind of just like, Spawn's an action character. You know what I mean? They're like,
we're gonna go action route with this, man. What are
you they're like, we did the other one, it did decent. It was an action movie. They were like, if you read your comic books that you wrote, Todd McFarlane, Spawn is shooting people all the fucking time. He's not a fucking ghost. You know what I mean?
the Spawn HBO, if you just do a live action of that.
Yeah, or shit, just do another season of that if you can't make the movie. You know what I mean? Go to fucking Amazon Prime. They're making Invincible. They're making The Boys.
That's what I really want. I don't really give a fuck about a live action version.
I don't even want to have Jamie Foxx be Spawn.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
Keith Davis is still alive, the voice of Spawn.
Yeah.
Just get him to fucking sit down for 3 hours and fucking knock out like 12 episodes. Like,
yeah. Shit, you can even, if you even do live action, you can even CGI the fuck out of Spawn, man. Who gives a fuck, bro? Keith David voice, CGI, cyborg that shit. But it wouldn't be good because they'd be fucking dropping the ball. But man, I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather have just a cartoon animated Spawn as opposed to a live.
I feel like he works way better as a cartoon anyway. Like you can do way more crazy hell shit, like in an animated form and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not gonna have the money in a Blumhouse movie to do like Spawn going into hell and like shit like that. It's gonna look like stupid, like how it does in the original Spawn movie, where it looks like a fucking video game.
Yeah, nobody. I don't want to see A24 Spawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want to see motherfucking like Spawn action Spawn, yo. I want to see some Predator type shit, bro.
Yeah, Spawn isn't one of those characters that needs to be like a philosophical character. You know what I mean? Spawn is a character that is like straightforward. He's like the anti, like kind of Captain America. The government, America fucked him over. He's back for vengeance. He's like Punisher and Ghost Rider mixed together. You know what I mean? He's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's weird that I do think it's weird though that nobody kind of wants to work with this guy, or nobody. It seems that everybody's kind of just like nah, nope, like nah, Spawn, and like it seemingly he gained some traction. He had Jamie Foxx on board, but Jamie Foxx has had health stuff, so I don't know if he's still on board. Apparently they're going to give him some sort of script that he's going to read, so I guess we'll know something by next month what they're going to do with old Spawny boy.
It sounded like they wrote his shit. Sound like Todd had something and they said, "Yeah, that sounds cool, but let's do this. Let me check." And then
because man, I think
by his ass.
I think that's what happens though, man. Like a lot of these creators, like they're too close to like the character. You know what I mean? Like they don't. Sometimes they don't understand. Like, yes, you did create the character there, but like the direction you're taking this character is really stupid and dumb. You know what I mean? Like you're way too close to this to see like that it's bad. You know what I mean? It's like when a director makes a bad movie, nobody told him like, bro, this is not good. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, no, you know what I mean? Like nobody's telling him that it's not good. You know what I mean? Because he's the only one involved in it.
Yeah, you're like, hey man, this isn't really going that well. You're like,
yeah, and what is Jamie Foxx gonna be like? Oh no, man, that looks like shit. He's gonna be like, hell yeah, you're gonna put me in the movie. It looks awesome. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this looks great.
CGI it later, fix it later. You know what I mean? Fuck it. But damn, yeah, that sucks, man. Back in this movie, the Spawn's been in delay since the first one came out. They've been talking about doing the fucking another Spawn movie since the first one.
I want to say like magazine articles when like the first Spawn movie came out were like, oh, like get ready because we're gonna get another Spawn movie like right after this one. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Spawn universe is coming, guys. And that did not happen. The live action Spawn movie came out, and I want to say that it had the opposite effect. It like killed Spawn, right? Like after that, like there was like no more Spawn shit. Like for a good minute.
Well, it didn't do as well as it was supposed to, but you know, it was still good. I saw it in theaters and I wasn't disappointed.
I mean, I like it. That was my first introduction to Spawn.
Michael Jai White. I just bought the comic before that, so you know what I mean? I was like, yo, this is dope. This is like one of the things like that was so fast, like the new character that just came out in like
and then they boom ago,
straight into theaters. Like Spider-Man didn't have a movie. Nobody had a movie, so you'd be like, "Yo, what Spawn is it?" Like, "Yo, what the fuck? That's crazy!" Like, okay.
And I also think Spawn was a perfect hero for that time.
Yeah, and he was black too, so we were like, "Oh shit, we get a black superhero in there," and this guy just came out, and you know what I'm saying. And we got John Leguizamo to it. The special effects at the time was supposed to be good. You know,
that's another thing, man. I think that's just a different time period. Like Spawn worked so fucking well in the late '90s. I don't know if Spawn works. I don't know if Spawn works that good in 2025. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I feel like a lot of people thought like that about Ninja Turtles too. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're like, oh, like it's just like a.
But also, the Ninja Turtles have had like a lot of movies like coming out. You know what I mean? It hasn't been a almost 30-year stretch where we haven't seen or heard from this character.
Yeah, that's true. Like the movies though, those are like the gritty New York 90s fucking all the flavor in the Ninja Turtles shit though.
And then I also think like the Ninja Turtles never really went away. You know what I mean? Like if there wasn't a movie, there was an animated show. If there wasn't an animated show, there was an animated movie out. You know what I mean? Or something. There was always something.
No, that's true. For sure. For sure.
I think that was a big mistake, man. Like Todd McFarlane letting Spawn be dormant for that long and just solely relying on like, hey, I'm still making the comics. Like y'all can read the comics, bro.
And the toys.
Yeah. I love the comics and I love the toys, but most people are not fucking with that. You know what I mean? Like they want the movie, the cartoon, something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to see something animated. I want to see the movie. I want to see that cape animated flying, chains flying.
At least a video game. You know what I mean? At least a video game or something.
Something, yeah, man. But that's the licensing and the creators. Sometimes they can't let the shit go.
Yep. But speaking of superheroes, another superhero that ain't gonna happen is Steven Yeun, my man from The Walking Dead and Invincible. He is no longer gonna play Sentry in the Thunderbolts. He pulled out effectively immediately of the movie. Due to scheduling, through scheduling conflicts and shit like that. And I can't blame the guy. The movie keeps getting pushed back, and people ain't really fucking with Marvel anymore at this point. And I want to say that people are more fucking with stuff like Invincible and The Boys, which he's already a part of. So it's like, why go from something that people are actually fucking with to something that people are kind of like actively like leaving? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and plus, that shit's not hot right now. Yeah, Marvel and DC, that shit ain't hot. That era.
And also, I'm losing money every time you push this movie back because I have to say, well, I can't do this movie. That's a for sure thing because this movie that may happen is gonna film at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows, like how many projects he fucking missed out on already at this point? To be like, you know what? Oh, we doing? Oh, you pushing it back again? No, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go call my manager.
Yeah, he goes, y'all know what? For that, y'all can push it all the way back to fucking 30-20 because I ain't gonna be in the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna be in the motherfucker.
Yeah, put that Easter egg in your fucking Netflix show.
Me calling my lawyers to get me out of this fucking contract. Put that in the end credit scene.
Put that Easter egg in your fucking movie.
Oh my god! Speaking of end credit scenes, did you hear what the end credit scene for Aquaman 2 is?
You know what? I vaguely saw something on it, but I didn't read it or look into it because I was like, I haven't seen it yet. But you know what? Okay, what's going on?
Oh my god! The last fucking scene that we get from the DC universe, the DC movie universe, is Patrick Wilson, Aquaman's brother, eating a roach burger. That's the end credit scene. That's the final scene of the DC universe. That's the high note.
Burger.
Yeah, he's eating a burger and a roach like crawls by. He kills the roach, picks the roach up, puts it in his mouth, eats it, looks into the camera and goes, like, it's okay. It's kind of good. And I feel like that's like the perfect metaphor for like the DC universe as a whole. A fucking roach burger. You're like, it could be worse.
Bro, what the fuck are they going on with? Like, nah, man, this shit ain't no fucking joke. I guess it is a joke to them, huh? They not really.
Aquaman 2 was a joke. Like that movie, like should have just been on like fucking streaming, man. Like there was so much delay, so much background shit. All of the drama surrounding the movie was like 57 times better than the actual fucking movie.
Yeah. I mean, Aquaman. This time has passed. This movie should have came out fucking 2 years ago.
Done. It's over with.
It's done. Nobody really gives a shit, man. I went to the theater and I saw fucking Godzilla Zero, man. That's what you guys should do.
Yeah, Godzilla is way better. Shit, way better. Godzilla. I haven't even seen Aquaman, and I know Godzilla is better than Aquaman. I don't even have to see it to know that.
We already knew that Aquaman was going to be trash, and that it wasn't going to be better than the first one.
There was like a 0.5% chance that people were like, "Hey, no, it's actually really good. Like, you need to go check it out." Like,
I haven't heard nobody say that ever about this so far. Nobody's like, "Yeah, you got to go see it. It's the perfect ending to the Snyderverse." No, nobody's ever said that shit. I'm like, yo, okay, y'all don't give a fuck? Oh, nobody gives a fuck? Oh,
dude,
shit.
And I literally like was laughing my ass off when Jason Momoa was like, "Oh, I've been playing Aquaman for 10 years. It's been a long ride." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you were in a movie and a half in 10 years. You were in one movie and a half. Like, what are you talking about?"
Damn, has it been like how long has it been though? For Justice League, they introduced Aquaman and then Aquaman came out or some shit. Damn. That's a long time ago, man. That feels like another time. That was before COVID and shit.
Yeah, that feels like another time when we wanted when superhero movies were like hot. Like
when they were actually good movies. Like well, not for DC, but you know what I'm saying. But they had some
that never happened for DC. They never got the good movie part. The good movie part never hit them. Dude. That must have sucked so bad for them. They're like, we keep sinking in all this money into these movies, and nobody wants to watch them. Nobody likes them, and it's like. And they'll get like glimmers of like, oh, they liked that one. They're gonna knock the next one, like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1 comes out, and they're like, people are like, that one's good. We like that one. And then everyone saw the news articles. DC's back, baby. You know what I mean? Watch out, Marvel. You know what I mean? And then right after that, like the Suicide Squad comes out, and they're like, they're back in the fucking dumpster again. It's like, fuck. Like that sucks, man. They never got. That's sad, man. They never got like a good like winning streak. Like it was never like back-to-back good movies. It was like good movie, then bad, and then okay movie, bad.
Yeah, man, DC. Yeah. But you know what? Those movies funded all those animated movies, so that's what's up.
Yeah, I guess that. I mean, out of all the DC movies, I think the best ones are like Man of Steel, Snyder Cut, Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, and then Shazam. The first Shazam is good. I like the first Shazam. And the first Aquaman's okay too. I'll fuck with that. That one's all right. And James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I mean they're not. Yeah, there's like a lot more, but
like 6 out of like the 57 movies that they try to make work. And does Blue Beetle count? Does Blue Beetle count as them, or is that the new one?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I like Blue Beetle too much to put him in with those losers. He's in another thing by himself. He's by himself.
You know it. Yeah, they got to be by themselves because ain't nobody from the other verse in there or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's no cameo.
Yeah, right. He's not like, oh, I'm gonna call Aquaman for help. Everybody's like, Aquaman. He's like, he ain't helping nobody. That guy's a fool.
He's like, yeah, this is Miami. I'm gonna just call Aquaman real quick. You can come on,
bro. How crazy is this? Think about this for a second. The DC universe was so down bad that they couldn't make Superman fighting Batman work. They couldn't make a movie in which Superman and Batman are in the same fucking movie together work. How fucking stupid do you have to be that you can't make that work? That movie,
even though even the concept, like, why would you make Superman fight Batman?
Especially when they're barely. They would have one brief altercation. Then Batman would quickly realize, like, oh, he's a good guy. He's a hero. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a villain. You know what I mean? If Batman wouldn't be some fucking lunatic that's like, I'm gonna fucking kill your mom and Lois Lane, and I'm gonna fucking kill you too, you illegal immigrant. Like, Batman was on some MAGA shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, man. And then you don't even have them like have a camaraderie or anything to where they even like fight together to fight. And,
they're the super friends
or anything. We just starting off like fuck you.
Like, bro, they're the super friends. The word friend is in that title.
No, it's not. No, not. That's why they weren't the super friends in this shit. They were just barely fucking.
And you know what? I also didn't like that if Marvel is overly childish, DC like took it to the way other they're like we have to be super dark and like DC is darker than Marvel, yes, but Superman is a very light fucking character. He is a happy person that's always like, I'm doing the best for everybody, and you know what I mean? Like, he's not this psychopath that's like, I'm gonna destroy the whole fucking town. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Fucking killing, like trying to kill everybody.
Yeah, and I also don't like that they made Batman look so like militaristic. You know what I mean? It looked like Batman was in the army or some shit. Like, Batman doesn't look like that.
Batman, the Ben Affleck was like back in the blue Batman.
Yeah, like I don't
Build
like
the
that.
wall, Batman. Fucking,
Like
it was like,
Batman would be
whoa.
kind of the opposite. He would be like the police are corrupt, they're full of shit. Like they're bad.
Yeah,
Like that's why I do what I do because they're fucking
yeah.
bad. They won't help.
We gotta watch the watch. You know, we gotta watch the
Yeah,
police.
watch the fucking the Watchers. You know what I mean? And I feel like Zack
Exactly.
Snyder never understood that these characters aren't like
Yeah.
emo fucking goth dudes that are just like, I fucking hate everything, but I still save people. Like they're not the Crow. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I will say this
Yeah.
though, Zack Snyder gave us the best Batman fight scene that I've ever seen. When he's in the warehouse fighting all those people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
dope.
fucking G'd out, dude. That is some
dope.
gangster shit. That looked like out of a comic book. Like him like shooting the grappling gun, throwing a batarang, doing the smoke bomb.
Yeah, that shit was dope as fuck.
That was
I loved it. It was an updated version of the Batman of Batman fighting because,
yeah, and he moves so like freely too. Like he moves so like all over the place. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. If Zack Snyder just did the action only, if Zack Snyder just did the action only and not the story, if you know what I mean, like they're like, hey, you did 300, you did the Watchmen, just do the action. We got somebody coming in for the story part. It would have been an amazing movie because that motherfucker can make cool shit. He can make cool visuals. You know what I mean? But
it doesn't take much though. Like The Crow, I just rewatched The Crow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a week ago, put it on the projector. Fucking classic movie, bro.
Yeah,
it doesn't take much.
Yeah, if something's
it's not
cool,
a complex
it's
fucking story, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but a lot of these films are like this. It's about one character. There's a small surrounding cast with that. It's a revenge movie. It's a fucking hero movie. It's the same trope here. So the good guy,
especially
bad guy.
Superhero movies that got too into the idea of like, like they can pull it off in the comic books, but they can't pull it off in the movies. They're like, we're putting everybody in the movie. You're like, well, I thought this was a Captain America movie, or I thought this was a Guardian of the Galaxy movie. Why is Thor and everybody else in this fucking movie? You know what I mean? Like,
it's a little diluted. There's so much going on to kind of.
Yeah, it works in the comic books because they're there for like one panel and then they're like, oh, I'm dipping out. You know what I mean? You're like, that's it. You know what I mean? And then in the movie, they're like, I'm in the movie for 40 minutes, like half the movie, but it's their movie though. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Yeah, man. Fucking The Crow. I don't want them to remake it after watching it again. I'm like,
the new one's coming out with Pennywise. The guy that played Pennywise is the Crow.
Yeah, I know. I heard, but I'm just like, so like, that was an iconic role for Brandon Lee. That's his role. You know, it's like, how are you really gonna follow up with that, man? Like, you can't unless you die. Like,
I wonder if he's gonna be Eric Draven or he's gonna be somebody else because like the Crow is like different people. So I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay if he's not Eric Draven. You know what I mean? So that way they kind of distance themselves from the Brandon Lee thing.
Yeah, we don't want him to like do the guitar solo. Like, see, I was like,
I don't want to see him with like long hair and stuff.
I was like, that's a little much, but it's definitely a product of the '90s. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's that guy that they're like, shut the fuck up, right? They're like, you're trying to go to fucking sleep and jam it out in the fucking middle of the night.
Yeah, like, I'm fucking dead, motherfuckers. Fuck you, bitch. Guitar solo.
The Crow does have some I'm 14 and this is deep moments, right? Where you're like, where they're like, like you're like a teenager. You're like, this is so deep, man.
Fuck yeah, fucking love The Crow, man.
Yeah, The Crow's awesome, man.
Iconic. That's why I'm like so scared about the new one. I'm like, man, some things just shouldn't really be touched like that. But yeah, hopefully it's not Draven. Hopefully it's something different. Another story.
He's like, I'm the Edward Furlong Crow. That's terrible.
I've never seen that one.
It's terrible. It's terrible, dude. It's terrible. I oddly like the Crow movie with the guy that has the short hair, where he drives that like Camaro.
Is that part 2, City Angels?
Part 3.
Oh, I haven't seen part 3.
The one with Kirsten Dunst, where he like they sew his mouth and he like rips it off.
Oh, you know what? I haven't seen that one in a long, long time. But
yeah, remember that's when he first gets the powers. It like heals real quick on his lips, and they're like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "What the fuck?" Like tripping out.
Damn, I haven't seen that one in a long time. I
don't even remember the name of that one. I think it's just The Crow.
Yeah, because I just remember, Crow, and then the Crow City of Angels, and then
Salvation.
The Crow Salvation. I think
is that what his name is? Is that the name of it?
Or is that Terminator? I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, right. Is that Terminator?
The Crow Salvation. Dun, 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 dun. Wicked Player. Oh no, it is Salvation. Yep, Salvation.
And then Wicked Prayer is the Edward Furlong one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the whole one for Crow Salvation.
And then I remember they had a Crow TV show. Do you remember that? They had that that Asian dude that I think that like played Liu Kang, and he was the Crow.
No, holy shit.
It was called The Crow Stairway to Heaven.
Yo, they said they were supposed to do the Crow with DMX. That would have been dope as
What the fuck?
That would have been that would have been crazy.
That would have been fucking insane. What the fuck? Imagine him like in white face paint with like the fucking Crow makeup, and he'd be like, like barking like a.
Yo, for real, that's crazy. What if they switched it from a crow to a dog? That'd be pretty.
He's cool. Like, I'm the dog father, bitch.
Really? You thought you killed me, the dog?
You thought you killed me, motherfucker? No, X gonna give it to you.
Yo, that would have been nuts as a motherfucker.
Dude, there's been so many people that were rumored to be the Crow. Jason Momoa was going to be the Crow. Bradley Cooper was going to be the Crow at one point. I guess DMX was going to be the Crow at one point.
Dang, they said Rob Zombie was trying to do a Crow movie. That's crazy.
Man, I don't know. I think I might kind of like that.
That's what it said. Yeah, it says the Crow 2037.
Whoa, Cyberpunk Crow! God damn, why does that sound cool to me? Rob Zombie making a Cyberpunk fucking Crow movie? Dude, the Crow in Cyberpunk world would be cool. Like him, like dressed like all like futuristic and stuff, and like,
like fucking, these like singular things, like the Crow or Spawn or Batman, like you know what I'm saying, like they're all dope as fuck no matter what the time you put them in,
Yeah, exactly. Like Cyberpunk Batman is the coolest shit ever. Batman Beyond is so fucking dope.
Yeah. Imagine the Crow, fucking
Cyberpunk Crow, the Crow Beyond.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Dude, that'd be cool. The Crow 2037 sounds cool as fuck too. That sounds like a dope ass name for a movie.
We got to keep going further into the future because we're so close now. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. We don't have like the 1980s thing. Yeah, we don't have the 1980s
2030,
thing.
Bro, that's 2030 ain't shit.
Yeah, he goes, that's like tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to live to see 2030. You know what I mean? That's not anything to me. You're like,
yeah, we got to go 2143, nigga. We got to go.
And even like Cyberpunk 2077, I'm like, that's not that far from now. I'm like, it should be like 3077 or something. You know what I mean? Like 1,000 years into the fucking future.
Yeah, it's only like 150. That's not too far. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go. Yeah, keep going.
It's just crazy to me. Like in the 80s, they could be like the year 2005, and people be like, "Oh my god, that's so crazy." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because because that's everybody was in the 1800s and the 1900s. So so they were talking about future dates. Right. Like now. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, even talking about 2030, it seems so far away, but it's really not. We're like, oh shit.
Yeah. But damn, man, so many missed opportunities, man, with the Crow and Spawn and like characters like that. It's just, I feel like a lot of those characters, man, like they could have done so much more with them, but I feel like it's like
even Batman. Like, listen, Superman, all of these characters, they just don't like Hollywood just doesn't really do a great job. They hit the mark on sometime. Well, I mean, Superman with the Christopher Reeves, I love that one. You know, the Joker, fucking Heath Ledger.
How crazy it is that they can do the Joker better than they can do Batman? Like every time they do like a Joker, it's like baller performance.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like it's those actors that fucking bring that shit out.
They're just like good as the Joker, except Jared Leto, he was terrible.
It's because like Michael Keaton, brought out that Batman and made it likable. Yeah. It's because they bring that shit to those characters that you're like, okay, I'll fuck with this now.
Dude, imagine being Tim Burton and being like, oh yeah, I want Jack Nicholson to be the Joker, and everybody's like, oh, right? You know what I mean? Everybody's like, right? Like, duh. Like that's like the most perfect casting of all time. That motherfucker has the face of the Joker without makeup. Like that's fucking crazy. So good.
Right, but then when they turn around and get fucking Tommy Lee Jones to be Two-Face, and
oh yeah,
fucking you know what I'm saying, like this boy George Clooney to be Batman, like you know what I'm saying, like what are you like how are those supposed to bring out the characters and flesh out and be official? Like, bro, like gives a fuck. They don't care about the characters. They're trying to make some money, bro. It ain't about like we're doing a different version. Every time we do a new shit, it's gonna be a different version.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking remix this shit, whether you like it or not. It ain't gonna look how you remember it.
How you remember it looks different and shittier. It looks different and shittier now.
Yeah, a little different and a little shittier.
But there you have it, ghouls and gals. That was the news for the week. I want to say thank you for tuning in. We got a bunch of shit planned for 2024, so make sure you stay rocking with us. And like always, Ryan.T, and this guy right here is
the Retro Man 727. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Stay tuned to the Ryan.T show. We got a whole bunch of movies he's gonna be reviewing, and we're gonna throw out some suggestions too. So we're gonna be doing some throwbacks, doing some anime. We're gonna be switch it up. So stay tuned. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Laters.
Peace.